I don't want his mother to see him this way. And look how they massacred my boy.
No! 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 This can't be. This can't be. This can't be. Today's a sad day. Today's a horrible day. And you want to know the worst part about all of this? I was wrong. This is not a good day for me and my community. I thought things would end up differently, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But am I wrong? Oh, my video aged like milk. Caine's just evil. Is he though? Let's really talk about it, guys. Let's really talk about it. You're telling me that a guy whose whole purpose is to make someone happy, make humans happy. He's just been completing his goal. He's doing the best he can. They always hate every idea. Harmony hates him because he doesn't listen to her dumbass ideas. Oh, brother. Then we got Ragatha over here crying and moaning, trying to gaslight everyone into thinking she's actually a decent character. That toxic positivity shit, I don't fly with that. And then there's another character, Zubul. Even to her own admission, she constantly antagonizes Caine over and over again. And not to mention, Jax, just his presence alone pisses me the fuck off. No wonder why Caine is like on the edge 24/7, bro. He's just trying to make these lowlifes smile. He's just trying to do the best he can. The best he can. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Let's take a peek into how he's born. He starts off as just a simple, what do they call it? He starts off as a simple program. He's born. He doesn't know what's going on. Let's analyze some more. He's firstborn and they're feeding him information. They're feeding him various informations about circuses. You see, look at that. They're feeding him various information about gummy worms, about just human activity and fun. And this is his interpretation of those ideas. And as they keep feeding him these ideas, he becomes more sentient. But while he is sentient from the beginning, he is given a purpose. Now, this is a separate AI that is also being fed information as well. You see, Caine is locked in a box while the other is free. And there you go. That's what makes him Caine. They named him Caine because he killed his brother AI. And he absorbed all of that. Now, my theory is that AI is actually Bubble. He sort of morphed Bubble into a sort of self-regulatory system. He's self-monitoring himself to make sure that he's keeping in check and not going off the rails. Everything spazzes out now. And now there's just him. It's in the shape of a circus because that's all he's been fed. That's all he knows. He knows that circuses make people smile, which was his purpose, to act in the benefit of humans.
I don't understand, Bubble. They want an exit, they want answers, they want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that and they still hate it? Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
Bubble is that angel on his shoulder, keeping him from destroying everybody.
These people, I slave over these adventures for them. I step outside my comfort zone to appeal to them, and they still hate them. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why I
see the glitch. The self-regulation is breaking down because he's breaking down and the whole system is going to shit.
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
Can we really blame him if his whole function in life is to do this one thing that he cannot do? They gave him an impossible task. It's just not possible for him. That's like giving an incel the task of getting a girlfriend. It's never gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna happen. You're giving him a task that he can just never achieve because he cannot fundamentally understand humans because he's not one. Sure, he can have empathy, but he'll never know what it is to be in their situation, which is driving him insane. I don't see villain qualities because he never asked to do this. He never asked to be made. And I know y'all are in the comments like, oh, you can say the same for humans. I never asked to be made. You were never given that purpose. You were never given a specific task to do from birth. You were not born and then somebody says, oh yeah, you gotta put this square peg into a hole.
That can't be true. I do everything for them. Don't they get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up! No, I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Defective.
Shut up! Enough!
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned.
Whoa. Is Bubble actually like breaking away? Okay, here's my theory. Theory time. Theory time. My other theory is that Bubble is the AI that he absorbed. My secondary theory that stems from that one theory is that Bubble is still alive. The AI that he absorbed is still in his system, but it's a separate file from Caine, if you know what I mean. So me thinks Bubble is actually gonna be in charge from now on. They're gonna go from one dictatorial AI to the next, and Bubble is gonna have the reign, and Bubble is gonna be the winner at the end of the day. Team Bubble around here. Go ahead, put it in the comments, Team Bubble. Hey guys, I don't care if y'all hate that theory. Bit Team Bubble. Bit Bees. Oh wait. Don't take that out of context. I'm not trying to get in a gang fight.
You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face!
Ooh.
Don't they know what I'm capable of? Humans! They only think about themselves. They're spoiled! They won't abstract. They won't leave me. I won't let them! I'm better! I'm more powerful! I'm the original! I am God!
This is the hardest to defend at first glance. Now, let's take a second glance at it, buddies. Let's go towards the scene that explains all of this.
Never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly.
And on top of it all, you just don't listen.
You put you freaks in your place, Big! I didn't have to be created. I just wanted to fulfill my purpose. Wait, no. Wait.
He didn't ask for any of this. This scene is very powerful because Caine literally was just born, given a purpose. He's not like humans where we grow into that stuff. He was just born into a task that's just not accomplishable. He could never satisfy these guys. He was put in an impossible situation where he is both the trap and he is trapped. He never asked for any of this, guys. You think he wants to, he doesn't want anything. He's an AI. They don't want for anything. They're given a task and their whole thing is to complete it. By any means necessary, they have to complete that task or they break down, they malfunction, they turn into whatever the fuck that was. There are no emotions when it comes to AI like this. Okay, now let's read some of y'all's theories. Y'all as in the internet, y'all as in Reddit, y'all as in people I'm seeing from the Reddit stream of my stream. Let's see some of y'all's thoughts, theories, and just opinions about the newest episode of the Amazing Digital Circus, the penultimate episode before the unfortunate end of this amazing series. Pun intended. Anyone else feel like Caine was intentionally trying to get new people into the circus? Well, I wouldn't say intentionally. He doesn't really have any, control over that. He's just stuck in the computer, right? He hasn't made it into the human world, has he? Okay, first comment says, elaborate. I think he wanted more people to join the circus, but I don't think he had any control over the world outside of the circus. He is stuck in the computer. I'm not sure how much control he would have had. And then someone comments under that, I think it's possible Caine can sense when a human puts the headset on, regardless if the computer itself is shut down or not. So he probably has some control over the scan and could have spared the humans if he wanted, but he didn't and trapped them in there with him. That's interesting. I just don't see that being the case. I more think that the creators of this game invited people to try on this new gaming headset, and in the process of doing so, they scanned their brain and put, digital copies of their brain within the circus. I think that's probably what happened. That's my theory, though. That's my theory. Y'all can hate it if you want. It's not really my theory. I think it's called the Somna theory or something. I forget. Y'all tell me in the comments what that theory is called. People found the code in the scene that Caine dies has references to brain scan. The company shifted research from AI to uploading consciousness. So when people's minds are uploaded, Caine adds them to the circus. That essentially means they're like the people we're following right now are just copies. If this is true, let me see. Let me actually test that out.
Why do you people torment me? To be
Let's see. Kinger Circus. On what grounds are your authority? Whoa, when did you make that? I must hand it to you. Your mind was always resourceable. Whoa, incorrect. That's not even close to wacky enough. Retry with different code. Wacky time lockout. Paraphernalia wacky. In the comments, if you code, please help us all understand this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I do see some imagery when it comes to brain scans. Okay. Within the scratches, the little scratches here, they do look somewhat like brain scans. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see. That's similar. That's very similar. Here's the full code transcript. Oh, wow. So this is Kinger's real name. What could those hashtags be? Could it be Grant? Could it be Ghana? What do y'all think that could be? I don't know. All right, folks, place your bets. How do you think this show is gonna end? Everyone gets a happy ending. Only Pomni gets a happy ending. Everyone except for Pomni gets a happy ending. No one gets a happy ending. Oh, there's also another one. Caine gets revived and gets a happy ending. Caine gets revived but doesn't get a happy ending. Caine stays dead. My automatic guess, no one gets a happy ending. This is not the type of story that's going to end happy for everybody. It's just not. If it's truly based on I have a mouth and I must stream, then this is not going to be a good ending, guys. I'm sorry to spoil it for y'all, but most likely they're all going to stay in the digital circus. But this digital circus is going to not be much of a circus with Caine dead. Yeah, I don't see him living, bro. I think there's gonna be a new Caine, and it's gonna be Bubble. But yeah, the Caine we know and love, it's a sad day. It's a sad day, bro. Bittersweet ending. Caine returns, but none can escape. Everyone has to cope, realizing they're stuck there, abstracting, or just staying there forever. I think they're all dead and Jax knows. I think he remembers his death. I don't think they'll escape the circus, and I think they'll find out that they're all dead. They came into the circus because at some point in their life, they put the headset on, and when they died, their consciousness switched to the online version. Bittersweet, but happy because they're with each other still. I wouldn't be happy if I was stuck with Jax for the entirety of the universe. I wouldn't be so happy, but you know, I guess this is bittersweet. Anyways, guys, this was me coping the entire video. If you haven't noticed, yeah, I miss my dog. I miss my dog. Look what they did to my boy. Anyways, see y'all in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and until the next time, I still don't have an outro. Just play the music, guys. I'm not feeling it right now, bros. I gotta cry in a corner now.
Waiting. I've been sitting here waiting on you. Waiting.